She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something bad.
Assalamualaikum, hello everyone. I thought I'd do a quick intro to this video and then I'm going to leave the rest of it as a voiceover. I just wanted to address two things. First of all, this top is having a bit of a wardrobe malfunction right now. I love it, it's very cute. It's faux leather, super cute from Zara, but unfortunately the button at the back has disappeared, so it should not be like stretching this much. So I'm trying to like arrange my scarf, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving the turban look. I'm obsessed with it. You can definitely see my sideburns a little bit too much with this look, but it's okay, we shall survive. This is an Eid look. I will link my other two Eid looks from this year down below. One is a very vibrant pink graphic liner look and the other one is a simple brown smoky look. This one I think is going to be focused more on the green as in my turban, but quite a neutral look because I'm wearing neutral colours. And yeah, I know a lot of people like to wear neutral colours for Eid, but like I said, I'm just going to get into the makeup today. I don't want to talk for it, but I will do a voiceover. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit thumbs up before you leave and click subscribe. Every single subscription just makes my heart so happy. So yeah, thank you if you do join the fam. Okay, so starting off with Kevyn Aucoin Skin Enhancers, I'm using the shades 6 and 7 here, and I'm just really patting them under my eye and a bit lower to create a very highlighted look. As you know, I've already done this base makeup, it's in my last video, so if you're wondering what's already on my face, you can check that out. I'm taking this concealer onto the eyelids as well to use as a eyeshadow base, and then I'm going to take it across the other usual points where you would when you are going for a bit more of a dressy look, so on my chin, slightly under my cheekbones where my breakouts aren't, and down my nose, and a little bit on my forehead as well. Then I'm taking the Huda Beauty Tan Tour, and this is in the shade Light. This is the first time I've ever used this, and I took this on a Morphe brush. All products will be linked down below, of course. And you guys, I was so impressed with this. It is an amazing product, like so much better than I expected. It does apply pretty dark, as you can see, but it blends out effortlessly. Like the first thing that I thought of when I saw how easily it blended out was it reminded me of butter. That's how easily it was blending out. It is amazing. I'm going to blend out my concealer. Okay, now I'm taking this Zoeva brush and I'm blending out the product, and I'm so impressed with how easily it is blending out. Next, I'm taking the Soap & Glory Kick-Ass powder and I'm gently pressing this under my eyes. I always like to set my under eyes before I use a loose powder, and I'm also just putting this anywhere where I've really put the highlight shade. And then of course, no surprise, I'm using Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm taking a very generous amount onto my damp sponge and applying it and baking and setting my under eyes, because honestly this is what gives you that really soft flawless finish in the photographs, especially when you use like a hydrating spray afterwards. Okay, now once I've done all that, I feel like my contour could be a bit stronger, so I'm taking this Eco Tools mini stippling brush. I just put a little bit of product on the edge of it, as you can see, and as you can see I'm applying much more, but again, the way, the speed at which this blends out, the ease at which this blends out, and the tone of this product is incredible. So far I've used this 2 times and I've enjoyed it both times that I've used it, and I really don't regret purchasing it at all. So I know I said I wasn't going to talk. This is the first time that I'm using Tantour and it is beautiful. It's so easy to blend and the tone light is just perfect, and the fact that this is light and I, as someone with like a medium skin tone, light to medium skin tone, can use light is great because it means she's catered to much deeper skin tones, which is amazing, and I love it. It's actually so much nicer than the Chanel Tan de Soleil, because that, as lovely as it is, I do struggle to get that to show up on my skin, and it's like a very light natural wash of bronze, whereas this, you should be able to see, is actually providing me with a proper contour shade, but not without looking muddy, without looking too red. Okay, now going back to the eyebrows, I'm just adding a little bit more pencil to add some shape to them, and then I'm going to use a spoolie on the other side to blend them out. Obviously you can use whatever you want for your eyebrows, but for me pencils just seem to be working the best these days. They're the quickest, easiest option. And then I am going to clean up my eyebrows, which I showed you guys how I do that on Instagram in a recent IGTV. If you're not following me on Instagram, by the way, you need to come and join me on there. But yeah, I'm using the Kevin Aucoin Central Skin Enhancer again. Because it is an Eid makeup look, I'm going in a bit extra with the concealer. And this brush is by P. Louise, and it's a really good brush. It's just a nice flat brush that makes it easy to manipulate the product. I then start to blend out the concealer with a sponge, and then I realised that actually using a brush is so much better for around the eyebrows because it erases any harsh lines. But look at the difference, amazing. Now I'm taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. I am obsessed with these bite-sized palettes, and I took the lightest shade there and I'm just sort of applying it all over the eyes and in my crease. And then I tried to do this thing where I didn't use tape and I used this, what do you call this, whatever this sort of stationery file sticky tab thing is, and I took the green e.l.f. eyeshadow palette and I'm making a wing with the green shadows. However, I would 100% recommend you go to Primark right now and buy their tape. It's £1. It's so much easier to use because it actually sticks onto your skin. This was a nightmare, and I kept in most of the clips showing me trying to use this because you can see how frustrating it was for me to try and keep it in place and try and also create a wing shape. But basically I'm creating an ombre effect. I use a lighter green and then I'm using the darker green here to create my wing. And then I took it off and I'm taking the shimmery shade on a eyebrow brush actually, and I'm just using that towards the front of the brow. So the whole wing is green, but it's like a different gradient of green. We start from a lighter shade and we move up to a darker shade, and obviously this really picks up the green in my bandana, which I'm loving. And actually on this Eid I will be wearing a sort of teal colour. I'll be wearing like a goldy teal colour, so I probably will be replicating a makeup look like this. And then I'm taking some of the green shadow and I'm putting it on my lower lash line with a very fine brush, because I don't want it to be over the top because it's quite a simple look. I'm not planning to wear lashes for this look, so I'm just adding a little bit of green, just a subtle hint, which will do the job very nicely I think. And then I'm taking my mascara. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes, I think. It's not their legendary lashes, and actually as much as I love drugstore lashes, drugstore mascaras, this mascara is really good, especially after about a week when the formula dried up a little bit. Now this is another Primark product that I really recommend. I've showed this to you guys on my Instagram before. This is the Primark gold liquid shadow, and I'm taking it on that small brush again, and I'm just gently putting this right underneath my wing. This is a very subtle difference that it makes, but it does make a difference to me, and you can see it close up and it looks really pretty. And then I've taken that gold and I'm putting it right in my inner corners as well, and that's going to provide a really pretty bright-eyed look. Moving on to blush, this is the ABH blush palette. I always show you guys this, and again this will be linked down below. And I love blush, I love this pink shade, it's so flattering to my medium skin tone, and I'm applying it in an upwards motion to give the illusion of a slimmer face. And then I'm using this glycolic acid spray from Revolution Skincare, and then I had to have a water break and allow that to set in. And then of course it's down to the highlighter. So this is ABH So Hollywood. You can get the loose version of this, but unfortunately the powder version doesn't seem to be in stock anywhere. But it's just a really nice highlighter. You can use any highlighter to be honest. And then I'm using a Huda Beauty Bombshell lip liner. I can't remember which cause it is, but basically it's a lip liner, and it's a really nice formula. Soft but not too soft, and definitely defining enough. And I'm just slightly overlining my top lip because I do have thin lips, they're not the fullest. And then I'm taking the Beauty Bakery Lip Whip. This is my favourite lip combo at the moment, guys. So I use this first, and then I actually typically use the ABH stripped, but I think today I chose to go for something a bit different. But this Lip Whip in Ginger Snap, it's quite deep, it's a lovely autumnal shade, but I'm using this with the Dose of Colours Bear It All. Bear It All or Bear With Me, one of those two. And I'm just putting this in the middle and then pressing my lips together, and it creates like a very nice flattering nude shade for me, because that shade by itself would have washed me out. However, Ginger Snap is a little bit too deep for me. And this is my kind of final look. If I didn't want to go for gloss, this is how I would look. Okay, and then because I'm such a glossy lips kind of girl, I'm obviously going to go over it with my favourite lip gloss. One of my favourite lip glosses. This is the Essence Shine 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 lip gloss, and this is in the shade 10. It's a very like nice mauvey pink. And yeah, because I've got like naturally thinner lips, I just think a gloss just makes them look so much more balanced to the rest of my face. But I feel like this is a very wearable Eid makeup look. You know, there's no lashes, no lash glue. It didn't take me too long to put together. And it just has like a glimmer of colour without going all out. Like, you know, without a very super bold, bright, colourful eyeshadow look, which I know a lot of people don't like. But if you do like that, then I will leave the link to my previous Eid tutorial 2020 down below, because if you want to go for something more out there. But this is for my, you know, slightly more low-key people who don't like the whole smoky eye look, but just want a little bit of something in their, you know, Eid makeup looks this year. A huge Eid Mubarak from me and my family to you and yours. I hope you have a wonderful Eid. I know we are slightly easing out of lockdown now, but you know, try and stay safe, especially if you're going to be seeing family who are in the vulnerable category. Do what you need to do to make sure everyone's safe and happy, and yeah, keep everyone in your du'as, inshallah. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then like I said, please do hit subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much guys for watching. Take care. Bye.